Hey, what's happening, guys? Dan Darrow here with another Options in Play video update. So as we get into what should be a busy news stretch, I'm definitely going to be focusing a little bit more on volatility strategies. So straddles and strangles, right? So these are option trades that aren't specifically looking for a move one way or the other. It's just a large move in either direction, right? So it's typically opening calls and puts on the same stock at the same time, looking for just a big move more than what the options are pricing in. Um, Now, when it comes to straddles and strangles, I like to wait until late in the session to open them, okay? And here's the reason why. If you open a straddle or a strangle off the open, what can happen is that the stock has a significant move during the day, and before the close, the entire design of that strategy could be totally out of whack. Okay, for example, Macy's. So I thought this was kind of an interesting strangle idea because they'll probably have holiday sales sometime in the next like week and a half. Okay, and go to a shorter term chart. So the way the stock went out at 28, right? The strangle was options that were $1.50 out of the money on the upside and about $1.50 out of the money on the downside, right? And that was for about like a 50-50 bull bear breakdown, meaning like, half the risk was on the bull side, half the risk was on the bear side, right? So again, not necessarily favoring one way, just looking for a big move in either direction, right? So the problem is, like, had the trade been opened had the trade been opened right after the bell in the morning, right? Yeah, you could have got those contracts for about 50-50, but as the stock breaks down during the day, then all of a sudden that trade starts to get skewed much more in the bear, right? So I was checking into the contracts just before I started this video, and the 26.50 put went from about 75 cents, 75, 80 cents to over $1.20, right? And then the 29.50 call went from 79, 80 cents down to 40. So all of a sudden, your risk is skewed 3-1 bear to bull, right? So all of a sudden, you are now leaning 3x on the bear side where you might not really have wanted that, right? And now with the design of your contracts, right? Say the Macy's update is good and it does get a pop, right? Well, then all of a sudden, because you initiated the contracts too early and it moves so dramatically to the downside in the favor of the bear, right? Maybe you get the big move you're looking for, but because the stock drops so sharply, it only gets you back up to maybe where it was at the open today, or even like just back up to where your strikes or the contracts were, right? Versus if you had done it 50-50 and waited, then maybe it pushes like one side of the contracts into the money instead of only just getting back the losses, right? So that's why when it comes to straddles and strangles on events, I like to wait until late in the session so I can get those strategies as close to 50-50 or basically as balanced as I can. I mean, yeah, obviously there might be some change even like right into the bell, but I mean versus like getting involved earlier in the day, you really run the risk of the trade getting skewed much more sharply in favor of one side versus the other, and that really might not be what you want. Okay, so just something to think about, especially as the news is about to pick up, and if you focus on these types of strategies, just something to keep in mind. All right. So if you like this video and you're looking for more information about trading events with options, please follow up with the link in the description of the video for more information on options to play. Have a great night, stay well, and I will talk to you all tomorrow.